And today we are looking at his railroad layout. Do you have a name for your layout?
I don't really, other than just the Milwaukee Road, because that's the railroad I want to model
Okay.
after, and as you can see by the rolling stock I've got on it,
Yep.
that's predominant. As a matter of fact, it's just about exclusively Milwaukee Road.
Okay.
I'm not planning to scenic the entire railroad, although I am going to be doing some scenicking here, because this railroad is a railroad that's designed to go around the perimeter of the basement.
And
So I had to cut through a staircase and cut through a wall to make it work.
and we'll see that in a
And-
moment. Here you can see
Yes.
down in there where it goes through the stair.
Yep, and that
Which
hole
comes
there
out
is
from
the goes
upstairs.
to the headboard of the
You
stair.
explain to us while we're here which one of these is DC and which one is DCC, and can you explain what DC means and
Yeah.
what DCC means
Yeah.
for those of my viewers who may not be
I
familiar
can
with
do
this?
that. All right. Okay, here we have the control, at least from the yard perspective, and I've put here, this is the DC throttle here and power pack, and DC stands for direct current.
Okay,
And then the DCC is digital command control.
so it doesn't have anything to do with direct current.
Not really. As a
Contrary.
matter of fact, the DCC puts AC power into the track.
Okay,
It puts about 12 to 14 volts of AC power in your track. So when you have the DCC on, and you happen to have a DC locomotive there, well, the lights are lit all the time when you have DCC on. If you have like some cars that are lit, the cars are lit all the time. The headlight is lit all the time, you know, the DCC operation. And what happens to the DCC operation in these locomotives back here are DCC. There is a decoder, kind of a little computerized chip inside the locomotive. And through the power pack here, you can send a signal to the track, to the locomotive, that will tell on that sine wave power that's already in the track how much to use and which to use, you know. And then the computerized chip in there will take that signal and appropriate the right amount of power off that AC sine wave in the track for, and just the particular half, so the top half for forward operation, the bottom half for reverse operation. At least that's the way I understand it. And then you can run the train. And you've got a throttle control here, which allows you to control that way, and you can you have to put the track power on, but you put the locomotive in here and put in the number. For instance, I'm not going to put the track power on right now,
okay.
actually, because I need to check and make sure that things are clear for us to do that. But you push the locomotive in, then you push the number on the decoder. That is, in this particular case, these locomotives are, the address is what they call it, is number 18. So I would punch in 1 and 8, and then push enter, and you know, and then the locomotives would be there. If we had the track power on, we should be able to operate them. And we can use functions here, like this particular function makes the whistle operate, or the horn operate with the diesel locomotive, and you can turn the bell on or off with this sort of thing. And if you even have a function here where you can turn the light on or off too.
Okay.
If you get tired of the sound, because these particular diesels, the sound is very loud, and you can push number 8 and the sound will disappear.
Okay.
Now it's interesting, they will operate under DC current, but then you have no control over the sound. The sound is there all the time, and at least I haven't discovered how to do the
Turn it
whistle
off.
and the bell yet. There is a way you can do it, and I think a device you can do it for DC operation, but I really don't recommend that. I prefer to operate my DCC locomotives exclusively with DCC operation.
So basically we're talking about radio control, and instead of having a battery to power it, it picks up the power off of the track.
That's correct.
And
it picks off the signal off the track
right.
too. You know,
Okay.
it sends it through the track. These things can be wireless. You can, you know, if you put a battery in here, you can operate it wireless, and they are built sometimes with it so you can take the control wherever you want in the room and there will be a signal pickup. That hasn't worked well with my railroad, so I find for the best operation, I just plug it in right to the throttle pack,
Okay.
or I've got another place I can plug it out in the big room. I can run it from either place.